The journey is conversations with ordinary people about stories of transformation and how we may have had setbacks in our life and how we persevered through those, how we've learned from those obstacles, and how they've maybe helped us on our path today.
Well, welcome to the journey. My name is Kevin Polke, and I am the host of the journey. And today I wanted to just reflect on some of the feedback and conversations I've had um, lately over the last since the beginning, at least since the beginning of the new year. Um, One of the things that seems to be a common um, concern about people is a matter of um, managing stress. That it seems like a lot of individuals are feeling a lot of pressure from different aspects of their life. Some of it may relate to, depending on the age, it may have to do with things that are going outside of the home, in the workplace or in school, maybe in an activity that a person's involved with. It may have to do with some dynamics that are happening at home, within relationships, or maybe struggling with some type of injury or illness. And for some people, just normal average week, there's this level of stress. For me, I've come to realize that, what I perceive as what my perception is then becomes my reality. And what I perceive as something that is a threat, very much registers to me as that threat. Uh, I was doing a presentation last week, and one of the things that we talked about was this idea of um, that no amount of worry is going to change the future, and no amount of worrying or regretting past decisions is going to change the past. But a little bit, or a daily dose, or throughout the day, of gratitude can greatly impact my present. This idea that, yes, I can prepare for the future, that can definitely dictate maybe some outcomes regarding the future, but worrying about it on top of preparation actually may interfere with performance. And if I'm only going to fixate on the regret of something working or not working from the past, but not learn from it to improve upon, to build upon for the future, then it's, again, not beneficial. But this idea of choosing to be grateful, as we've spoken before, helps me to be less Kevin centered and Kevin focused, and have more of an open mind to be able to see maybe more of a bigger picture. So that is one of the things that I attempt to do within my own day to day, week to week life, is how can I intentionally be grateful and be grounded within my spiritual connection, be grounded um, with nature and being outside, and with God as a whole. So one of the things that I want to also talk about today is something that has been very beneficial for me, um, actively doing this for the past, coming up on 18 months now. As I was going through some transition with my previous job and some of the things that were happening there, I knew that it was going to be critical at those times, especially, that I started my day off um, with being able to influence and control how my day was going to begin. To be intentional the night before by making sure that I got certain things put away and prepared for that next day, so I wouldn't be running around attempting to do those things in those early hours when maybe I'm not fully awake or remembering everything that I need to do. So preparing to have a good morning by preparing the night before was one thing. Waking up early before Diane gets up, before the household starts moving, and starting off initially by doing a devotion. For right now, I am on my second time around, probably third or fourth time in total, but second year in a row of doing the Jesus Calling by Sarah Young devotional, which for me works really well with that constant contact, uh, consistent contact with my relationship with God. And then after I do that, I do a series of using tapping or emotional freedom technique, and then box breathing, as well as I've gotten introduced to a technique called EMDR 2.0, which can at times help not only ground me mentally, but also has been helping with managing some discomfort that I'm having with my back and hip. After I do that, I then journal in my in my journal. I usually a page, could be anywhere from a half a page to a page to maybe multiple pages as I'm journaling. My journaling is as a general rule, it looks more like I'm having a conversation with God. Sometimes it's just one way, me sharing and asking. Other times, an idea or thought where I get a sense that God's prompting me to do something or prompting me to think about something. After I do that, I may still reflect on if it's the morning has broke and the sun is out, where I position myself during the winter months um, is right in front of our patio doors, and I can see the bird feeders that are right outside our back door, and watch the birds as well as the squirrels and other animals um, coming and getting something either to drink or something to eat. And then I'll move downstairs and go through a workout and some stretching before I come back upstairs to take a shower and get ready for the day. This time period not only helps ground me and then prepare me for the day, it also prevents me from uh, rushing my day. So my day starts off being intentional. So again, for me to have a better day, it starts with the night before preparing for a better morning. And then in that morning time, the next morning when I get up early, that I then go through these certain steps to put me into that space where I can be in commune with God. It is by far one of the favorite times of my day, and I've come to really enjoy and appreciate it and look forward to it. What I would invite you into is whatever seems to be something that you can intentionally do and then consistently do. I think that is the key. Maybe it would resemble some of the things I just shared, or maybe you would come up with different things that will fit more your lifestyle or fit more for your background. Either way, if I want to have a good day, if I want to be able to manage my stress level, control the things that I can, and accept the things that I can't control, and look for the serenity and the wisdom to be able to differentiate between those two. As uh, Francis of Assisi, with the shortened version of the Serenity Prayer, has there's a lot of wisdom tied into those three lines. But as always, I appreciate you being here. And if you think this is beneficial, please comment, write a review, and most importantly, let someone know that this was beneficial to you by passing it on to them. Look forward to being with you next week.